Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ready! Green 90! Green 90!
Mahomes now on first down. Going with a screen for Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Green 39! Green 39! Slow!
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First down, Prescott. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Count. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have to.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Now
Blue
contact
45.
up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Green 90. Green 90.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 480. Here we go. 46, 46. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 46. Get out, get out. 41's the will.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. Switch. Switch.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Completes it to Lee. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go. 46, 46. 26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play.
Here we go. 480. Here we go. 46. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
third and long. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
That's taken on the 25. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
46. Good.
Prescott now on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here you go. Good. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
So. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Gun. Switch it, hey, 47, 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Here go 46.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Here we go, 47. 47.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going long here for Wallace. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Prescott on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Prescott from the gun. Green's got it over the middle. And he coughed it up. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Gun. 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, to Vecchio now to kick this one away. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
It's coming now. 47.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Done. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. Breaks a tackle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Good. Here we go. Sliding. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
4 down, 4 down.
Done.
Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Left. Here we go now.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. is throwing on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
It's coming now.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Vecchio now to kick this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out and kind of start over, you're not going to execute as well. Sometimes it's just what you said. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
Second down, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Prescott. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the Browns getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go, 46. 41's the whip. 46.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. That's a safety creep.
It's coming now.
51 to fight, boy. 51.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Going with a screen for Murray. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ace! Ace! Here we go! Blue 45! Blue 45!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going long here for Wallace. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott, 84 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mahomes now to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 81 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, here we go. 48. Gun. Here we go, 46. Gun. Switch and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught. It's Coleman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
It's coming now.
Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Mahomes to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.